I just come across, they got structure and all through here, but you see where they brought three together, right? All this ties in. There's the asterisk type structure, but all this ties in. You see how they kick that one through to tag into that? But all this ties into that, which is phenomenal. But then that ties in, I call this the entry marker, where it comes up and wraps, and then they usually butt it off on the end. But not only that, like their structure and has lineup points, and I explain that quite often in my videos. Like that one there is probably a lineup point for dead center. One of them is. This might be it. Or maybe that one's supposed to hit right there. Anyways, they'll have lineup points, and then it makes a bigger picture. Like, you know, say if you line up that with that, all of a sudden there'll be, which I came across that the other day, like 4 or 5 asterisks that showed up. You know, they'll have like a busted off one that'll supposed to line up right on point, or one in the background, or an X in the background that's going to line up with a bend. And then it makes a bigger picture. But absolutely them. And the coloration they'll use, see the coloration is pretty similar on that X. Coloration for this is pretty similar. They kick down, the ones they kick into, this one and those ones are pretty similar. You see how they kick back over that way? Now look at, I got the ones that come up here, of course, which is awesome. But the ones that, trying to be careful here, the one that kicks that way, now look at the coloration of the next ones. And then you hit the next structure, right? Look at the color. This one's really cool. This is, wow, this one's really neat. But see the colorations of these ones? They're a little darker. But they did that. This is really cool. So they brought a bunch up into the central point. It's kind of like a sideways teepee. But then they brought a lot of bends into the top of it. Absolutely 100% them. Wow. Even this way is mind blowing. Look at that. See the one leaned in the background? That'll be like a dead center marker. That's gonna line up. Oh, I just broke one of their sticks. Might be that one right there. I think it's that one. But anyways, the one that leans that way in the background. And there's one that leans this way, also in the background. Those two are probably going to be lineup points. But then everything will start hitting on. You see how that one hits right on? It's actually not touching that. It's just a ways away from it. But I call it 4-dimensional structure. Things will start to land on point everywhere. There's some new brakes up in there. They're here, they're back. They've been gone for, or haven't been any sign of them here through the winter. And you know, 3 years of doing this, about the end of October, their structuring stops, all sign of them stop for the most part. That's a freshly broke off. Look at that X. Like I said, their structures don't have to touch. They structure also 4-dimensionally, like things will line up. That is beautiful, guys. Hi. Anyways, I was heading back to a cedar swamp area. I can see it from the road, but it's quite a ways back. It's off a creek, and it's this way somewhere, so that's where I'm headed to.